When I came here, I had to accept a new role. And I like having a role. It's actually something that I've become accustomed to, and I wouldn't accept that under anybody else. And I think that's something I've been able to get comfortable with.
We were little and telling you what to do.
On occasion.
What do you see in your dad that, you know, that's carried on to each of you in your way you guys coach and the way you approach the sport?
Well, we're all three better looking than him.
Taller.
And smarter and taller.
How long's he coached? Since
Too many years.
Since World War II, I don't know.
Last year I didn't get to go to Dole State and those guys won it. So I mean, maybe I should have stayed at home again this year, you know.
So he certainly plays the father role with this staff. Coach Rodney, I'll describe Coach Rodney now. Coach Rodney's our younger brother. That's it. No.
Biff's always been, parentheses, Biff. And for people that are inside the family, you kind of know what that is.
So are you better at getting direction from Big Brother now than you were as a kid?
I've always directed him.
Yeah, I've absolutely picked up or accepted
Director of Wrestling Operations is my new job title.
Sean is the mayor of Jonestown.
With three different personalities, we approach things three different ways. But when it comes to technique, when it comes to wrestling and putting it on the mat and what we expect from a kid on the mat, I think they're very similar. I think everything's very similar.
Philosophically and technically, I think we can step right in and probably finish each other's sentences. But we have different ways we can go about it, and there's different ways we see things. But at the core, absolutely, it's the same.
Right now, I'm totally comfortable with not being in that restaurant. When I walk in, I play a role. My role is sit back, walk around, help the kids, and I'm not directing practices.
Guys, I can't fight. I can't fight this with my bicep here. For me to win this position, I've got to get him in an awkward as position as I can. I want it up over my shoulder. I want to fight here with the leg. I don't want to fight. Good leg guy here is going to squeeze down on me. He's going to beat my arm, my shoulder. He's going to beat everything right here. Our fight when we catch it is to try to get down. And now get it up over the shoulder. Now get high.
Each of us wrestled. We're taught the same, but wrestled a little bit different. And a lot of those kids in there wrestled differently. They don't. It's not. Everybody does the same thing. They don't have the same abilities. They don't have the same body types. So we can walk around. We do a good job of recognizing that and using some of our own style and cues from our past that would help kids differently. Because everybody's different. It's like every wrestler's on IAP.
Okay, chest to chest. You get in that position, run him all the way to his hip. That way we don't try to worry about the cradle. You keep running to his hip, the legs come together, you ball him up.
Coach Sean's he put in a lot of years in a different role. And now he's able to, have his staff do a lot of stuff. Being at Choctaw, he put up pulpit for so many years. He was hoarse all the time. He had to do, again, a different role, had a different job, so he's a little bit more comfortable now with his so-called staff, right, working.
In the fall of 2013, Biff Jones joined fellow coaching brothers Sean and Rodney here on BA's staff. And ever since, it's been one great family reunion.
I think last year was everybody kind of feeling their way. And I mean, I think it's just so this year, just with a year under our belt, everything's fit so perfectly, and has gotten to be so much more comfortable. It just feels right. Everything that's went on this year, it's almost. And I know we've made mistakes. I know that, but it's almost been perfection. The way the kids have performed, the way they've trained, the way they've bought into what we're trying to do as Broken Arrow Wrestling.
Great job.
Is this year has just been probably the greatest year I've ever coached, no matter the outcome in 2 weeks, because it's just been so smooth when it comes to what we do this for, our relationship with the kids and the performance those kids put on the mat.
Stay in the middle, Davian. Come on, buddy. Come on, feet. Watch your headbutting. He just headbutted the fire out of us. He just headbutted the fire out of us. Hey, no sloppy shots. Get in and get a finish. Hey, attack. Just attack. Just attack. We'll go for the pin.
This team, this program is never far from our thoughts or our conversation when we get together outside of here. You know, we're always thinking, we're always planning. It's, you know, you probably talk to our wives. We probably are involved in it too much, according to them. But it's a year-round, 24-hour, 7 days a week passion that we have for wrestling and we have for the kids that are on our team.
We're very lucky. This is unique, and it's unique all, you know, not just Oklahoma, but in the country. We're very lucky to get to work with each other. Not only that, at the biggest and one of the best programs in the state of Oklahoma. So we're very blessed, and she'll win state championships. And we took second the other day, and we're not happy with that, but we expect to win state championships.
The Jones brothers come by their passion and love for wrestling naturally. Their father, Ernie, is a legendary coach in Oklahoma.
You know, one of the things and the advantages that we had was we got to grow up with not just a coach, but, you know, I mean, some would say that, you know, he's a legend. He's the greatest wrestling coach that's lived and still, you know, living. He's 71 years old, coaching Catch a Hawk. And the things that he does with kids and the passion that we see still with him at 71 years old with kids is something that he gifted us. He gave to us. And we understood that from the beginning. We would sit at home in wrestling season, and he would be sitting in his recliner. We'd be doing homework, and he would be in his chair writing up wrestling practice for the next day. And
Still does.
He still does. And that's
I think we all have a little bit
of everything.
different characteristics that, you know, my dad has, and combined we may make as good of a coach. So I don't think I graduated from college thinking I was going to be a wrestling coach.
Lawyer, right?
I was thinking lawyer or medical school, and then I couldn't get into either one of those schools. But I was kind of reluctant about getting into it, and then I got into it for my first season, and I was hooked from then on. And then I kind of understood my father's passion, and I had to grow up a lot to understand dealing and caring about a large group of other people. And it's something that once we got rolling, or especially me, it's something that I've enjoyed for, like you said, 17 years and have a passion for it. Both of these guys, they're very real. And when you go into a wrestling room and you say something to a kid, they believe it because these guys are sincere and they're real people, and they pick up on that.
If you stick with the fundamentals and the things that win big-time wrestling matches, and you put in the work, and you have a passion for it, you're going to be successful.